Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now May 8th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise, and exactly where Disney and Lucasfilm are taking the Star Wars community for the future of this franchise and how it really will all be handled. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that we're now in a spot where Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are really trying their absolute best in order to create a better and brighter future for Star Wars. That, of course, includes Disney Plus when it comes to the live-action TV series, as well as the animated TV shows in the early development phase. And let's not forget about the new Star Wars trilogy of films and other movies in the works on top of that, that's really going to be released throughout this entire decade for the next 10 years or so. So we can see that Disney's very ambitious, whether it's out of a phase of desperation or damage control, whatever it may be, at least they're making progress by bringing on George Lucas, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, all working together as a team in order to really give us a better version of Star Wars. Now, of course, they're trying to really make up for what happened with the sequel trilogy because, well, The Rise of Skywalker really did not make as much at the box office in comparison to The Last Jedi. So they're really trying to regain a lot of the lost fans and, of course, trying to regain a lot of the revenue of what they could have made with Episode 9 if they made it properly. So looking at everything here by Disney and Lucasfilm, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to really rely on Disney Plus, where of course they have over 10 years worth of Star Wars TV series in the works. Now, what's really intriguing is that now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are currently focused on their new Star Wars universe as well as their new Star Wars trilogy of films that is set to offer a brand new mythology to Star Wars fans around the world. Now, it's explained that both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are currently hard at work on developing a better and brighter future for the Star Wars franchise in order to regain many of the lost fans of those who were upset with the sequel trilogy movies. However, they have over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects in the early development phase for Disney Plus alone, including the Rise of Skywalker sequel series that will be in animated form that they plan to release in either 2022 or 23 on Disney Plus. It's explained that the series will involve the return of Ben Solo as well as the Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker and will focus on Rey's journey to building a new Jedi Order. The format of the show is set to establish where it will progress throughout the ages or years of Rey's life as she begins to age decade by decade, becoming wiser and wiser as a Jedi. The series is also set to unveil new secrets about the Wills and exactly how they were able to create the Chosen One prophecy of Anakin Skywalker and how that all led to Rey Skywalker becoming the new Chosen One, quote-unquote, one by starting, of course, the Jedi Order after the defeat of Emperor Palpatine on Exegol. Now, the animated sequel series is set to reveal new truths never explained before about Anakin Skywalker and will even eventually include brand new Skywalkers that will go by the name, one for example, of Zane Skywalker that will be considered Rey's son in the post-Episode 9 era. Lucasfilm is also developing a plan for Finn to become a new Jedi, a part of Rey's new Jedi Order, where they also plan to tell a story of Poe Dameron becoming a new politician of the New Republic that is being rebuilt on a brand new planet after it was destroyed on the Hosnian system in The Force Awakens by Starkiller Base. The animated series is also set to include some of the deleted themes by John Williams, specifically meant for The Rise of Skywalker, that will be used to be overlaid of the animated footage of this planned new TV series for Disney Plus, and then Adam Driver is set to return to do voiceover work as Ben Solo in a very unique and surprising way for the Star Wars fans around the world. Now, lastly, it's described that the animated sequel series will primarily take place on the world of Tatooine, with Rey's new Jedi Order and Temple located right near Luke Skywalker's homestead on Tatooine, also known as the Lars Homestead. So you can see how they're really picking up from Episode 9, and they want to give us a version of Rey that is going to be near similar to Luke and how he was treated in the old EU. So in the old EU, Luke developed his own Jedi Order, if you will. He continued the philosophy of the Jedi. He carried it on. In fact, he even had a son called Rey Skywalker who became a Jedi as well. And it was a very detailed, storyline for many years throughout the 90s and the early 2000s. We learned a lot more about Luke's role to becoming a Jedi Master throughout that time. Such as, fighting many different foes like the Yuzong Vong and more. There's so much more to tell. So here we have a similar scenario where Rey is now developing her new Jedi Order and building towards something larger. Now, the fact that they want to make Finn a Jedi in the series is very interesting because I feel that Finn deserved to become a Jedi in The Force Awakens and or in Episode 9. I feel that the character of Finn was a missed opportunity. He really didn't do all that much in The Last Jedi, and he only did a little bit more in The Rise of Skywalker. I feel like that Finn really could have been something far more, I guess you could say, engaging as a character in the sequel trilogy if they really wanted to. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.